Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, karibu sana. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're so much welcome. I appreciate your presence. My name is Jewel. I'm a fourth year counseling psychology student. And this is our 5th episode of the Makeup and Mind Talk, where I do my makeup while we talk about different mental health issues and how to improve your mental health. If this is your first time here, karibu sana. Thank you for being here. Today we're going to be talking about procrastination, its definition, how to know that you're struggling with procrastination, and what to do in case you're struggling with procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or avoiding tasks even when you know that they are important. And procrastination is not laziness, because it is usually linked to things like fear of failure, perfectionism, feeling overwhelmed, or just experiencing mental blocks. So the first sign that you're struggling with procrastination is that you're constantly putting off tasks until the last minute instead of doing them when you have adequate time. The second sign that you're struggling with procrastination is that the smallest things make you feel overwhelmed. Maybe it's just a task that you can accomplish quickly, but when you think about doing it, you just feel overwhelmed and you don't feel like doing it. Another sign that you're struggling with procrastination is you find yourself overthinking a lot instead of just taking action. You're overthinking, you want what you're doing to be perfect, so you're struggling with perfectionism, and that is pulling you away from actually taking action. Okay, another sign that you're struggling with procrastination is that you get distracted very easily and you struggle to stay focused when you're doing something. Maybe it's schoolwork or actually just some kind of work. You find yourself distracted, you want to start scrolling, and that is the time that maybe you're supposed to be studying or doing something that is more productive. Also, you find yourself that after you've avoided the tasks, you start to feel guilty about it, you start to feel anxious about it, you start to have these negative beliefs around it and negative self-talk in your mind, because you're like, I should just have done it and stuff like that. So guilt and shame come afterwards, and it's like a cycle where you procrastinate, you feel guilty, you promise yourself you won't do it again, then you find yourself doing it again, and then the cycle repeats itself. Later on, you're going to be talking about what are some of the things that you're going to do to help you overcome this and break that cycle. Another sign is that you find yourself getting trapped in this cycle of I'll do it later, and then you don't actually do it, and you start to get overwhelmed because things are piling up and you're not taking any action. If you're experiencing any of that, you might be struggling with procrastination. Procrastination not only affects a certain group of people, you could have it all figured out in life and still struggle with procrastination at one point or another. So in case you're struggling with procrastination, what are things that you're supposed to do, or what are things that you can do or start to put in practice that will help you to overcome it and to develop better habits? One way to do that is to break those big tasks into simple tasks. Write down a list of the things, then put them in priorities, in terms of priorities. What should you do first? What is it that when you don't do that, there is trouble? Start with that, and then break them down into smaller steps, and then do them. And you don't have to do them all at once on that day. You can put one today, another one tomorrow, like that. Okay? Yeah. A good book that I can recommend if you haven't read it is Atomic Habits. Another way that is helpful is use something called the 2-minute rule. Okay, what the 2-minute rule is: if a task only requires less than 2 minutes to be completed, just get up and do it. Count to 5 seconds and just get up from your bed and do it. And this gives you the motivation, and it creates a snowballing effect. Because you've done that, you feel motivated to do another and another and another. Okay, another method you can adopt to help you overcome procrastination is time blocking. So what time blocking is basically you set your day in such that this specific time is for this specific task, this time is for this task, so that you're not running around now having to plan your day all over again. And a technique that will be helpful here is something called the Pomodoro technique, where in an hour you break it into sections, 25-minute sections, a 5-minute break, a 25-minute section, then a 5-minute break. If you're somebody who struggles with like being distracted easily, having sectioned your to-do will help you to remain focused more, because you keep looking forward to this 5-minute break, because you're going to get a 5-minute break where you're going to relax a little bit and then go back into deep work and focusing. Another thing that you want to adopt is remove the pressure of perfectionism. Perfectionism is going to keep you from doing something so beautiful for yourself, which is actually working on yourself. We all have this perfect image of ourselves that we want to become, but remember, it does take time before you become that. So just work through the imperfections, accept and love yourself with your imperfections, and then work through that. Slowly by slowly, you're going to build the person that you want to become. Instead, because when you focus so much and pressure yourself to becoming something that you're not, it becomes difficult to even accept who you are and like focus. Progress is better than perfectionism. As long as you're making progress, as long as you're taking deliberate effort to become a better person, focus on that instead of wanting to be perfect. And another way that you're going to help yourself avoid procrastination is celebrate the small wins. Trust me, it goes a long way. When you do something that you're really proud of, it's okay to celebrate yourself, because you understand what it took for you to accomplish that. So please celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself because you deserve it. Celebrate yourself, because waiting for people to come and celebrate you might never actually happen. So you celebrate yourself, okay? It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be buying yourself something nice, cooking yourself something nice. Understand what your love language is. When you're in a relationship, how do you love to be shown love? And show yourself that. If you like words of affirmation, like write yourself an encouraging note, telling yourself you're so proud of yourself. Such small things go a long way. Like, they motivate you. Take yourself on solo dates if you can, go on nature walks, just things that make you feel appreciated. So procrastination is something that we all go through, and it is really linked to like perfectionism. So that is what I'm going to emphasize on. You don't have to have everything figured out, or like the thing where you're waiting for the right moment for you to start or for you to do something, because that right moment might never come. Where you are, just get up and start. If you have a dream, if you have something you need to work on, do it, because you never know where that thing is. You never know what kind of impact or the kind of magnitude that what you're procrastinating on doing has. Maybe it is what will impact a lot of people in society. It could just have a lot of positive impact. So if you're struggling with procrastination, please lock in and do something that you'll be proud of in future. Okay, folks, that is it for our makeup look today. I'm not doing much. I've not done my eyes, I've not done a lot of things, but that is how we're going to be looking today. I hope you've learned something about procrastination. If you feel there's something I've not touched on, you can leave it in the comment section. Tell me, Jewel, kindly talk about this. Maybe this is how I experience procrastination. Share your experiences. Let's learn from one another. This is an open space, and I would love to hear from you all. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.